Hello, my name is Celia. I'm the co-founder of Lightsail VR. Today, I want to take you through a special app that we've created called Screening Room. We built Screening Room from the ground up to solve a critical problem we have at Lightsail, which is how do we review and comment and give feedback on immersive videos. Up until now, doing that has involved downloading it, sideloading it, which means loading it onto the headset, watching it back in MetaQuest TV, trying to remember what the time code was, trying to remember what your note was, writing that down in an email, and sending it off. That process is way more complicated than it should be. So we designed Screening Room to be an all-in-one, immersive experience for giving creative feedback on the videos you create. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through the app, some of the basic features, and give you kind of a tour of what we're creating. The app supports MetaQuest 2 and MetaQuest Pro headsets. I've got a MetaQuest Pro headset right here. And I also, really importantly, have a tracked keyboard. Tracked keyboards are unique because they do show up in VR, making it easier to see what you're typing. However, any Bluetooth keyboard that can pair with a headset will also work. It's my recommendation that you use a keyboard when using Screening Room, but you don't have to. So let's get started. And here we are, we've launched Screening Room. There's a couple cool things to note right off the bat is, first of all, you can see the studio that we're recording in right now, which is our Lightsail HQ. And that's because this app is built for mixed reality in mind. Being that you're going to use it in the workplace, it made more sense for us to be able to still bring in your desk and all of your stuff so that you can continue to work as normal. This is just an extension of your everyday work environment. Currently, we work with Frame.io, which is a great platform that we use at Lightsail VR to do all of our creative reviews. So you use Frame.io to log in. I'll go ahead and do that now. And you'll notice that everything that I'm doing is with my hands. Now, we definitely do support controllers, but when designing this app, I thought that if I was going to use a keyboard, the last thing I wanted to do is be fumbling around for controllers, putting down the controller to type, and so on and so forth. And I just thought that hand tracking is technology now that is so incredible and very immersive and works. All right, we've logged in here to Frame.io, our Frame.io account, and this user is a part of one team, the Frame 360 team. If you're part of many teams, they'll all show up here as well. You can just go ahead and click on it, and then it will load all your projects. Our user here is just in one project at the moment, so we'll click into that. And then it'll load your folders. Now, Screening Room has support for all kinds of different flavors of immersive video. We've got 182D, 363D, 362D, 183D, and it also even supports 2D videos, which is really unique. We've got a back button up here. And then if you end up really deep in your file tree, like here, you can see these are long file names that's giving us our path. We can always get back to the project root by clicking on this folder. One of the more essential features I thought, when designing this interface was that we really needed to be able to show long file names, because when delivering videos, we have tremendously long file names. And so if I just point at any file, you'll see it becomes highlighted. And then down below here, we see the full file name. That's the file browser. I think it's fairly straightforward. It's really honestly a very satisfying way to navigate your Frame.io file tree. We're going to go ahead here and play some videos. Let's click on 183D. And I've got a piece here that I created for Canon about using their 180-degree dual fisheye lens. So let's go ahead and load that up. When we click on a video file, you have the options to stream or download. And let me give you a little primer on why you might want to do either. So downloading a video is going to download the full bit rate, the actual file. And you need to make sure that that file is playable on a MetaQuest headset. So it needs to be an MP4 file. But it's great because you can review the full quality. However, that does take time. So sometimes you want to just stream it. Frame.io automatically compresses a 720p, a 1080p, and a 4K version of everything that you upload. And it tries to maintain the aspect ratios. So in a case of a side-by-side 183D or a 2D 360 file, you can actually get a pretty decent quality by just using the stream. So that's what we're going to do here to save some time. So I'm going to click Stream. And I see that I've got a video over here and a video over here. And that means that we're in the wrong projection mode. So I'm gonna go ahead and click our projection button. And you'll see that it defaults to 360 2D, but I know this is a 180 3D file. So not a problem, just gonna click on 180 3D, and there we go. Jumps to the front and is in glorious 360. This is a unique piece because we actually start out the film in a letterbox version.
Well, take a look around.
That's a good transition.
This is it.
Cool.
And it's best enjoyed inside.
Now we can always go back 10 seconds by clicking this button here. So if I wanted to see that again, it's an easy way to jump back. Cool. Now let's say, for example, that I have a note right here and I want to express that, which is something that we commonly do when we're in the rough cut and the fine cut phase of a project. So what we have here is a note button that I'll click right there. And it brings up our note comment, our add comment window. And so I'll say like, I think the colors are a bit desaturated here. And then I can go ahead and click submit. And that goes ahead and submits it online. Very cool. So get ready to supercharge your creativity. Screening Room, available now on App Lab.